sometimes in my spare time, I'm an MC and a DJ and a whole ceremony. So I go through music on a constant basis at least 4 times a year, and I'm always picking up songs. And I like music from all parts of the world. So I follow. Let's see what they're doing. So I find myself on a thread, and I'm like rediscovering Indian hip hop. That's literally Americana with a twist of Hindu. It's the goddamn same fucking thing. Now, I didn't go far enough down the rabbit hole to be able to tell you their name because I didn't remember, because I hate it. It's disgusting. It's not for me, right? I don't enjoy it. If there's a good beat, I'll like it. I may use it in one of my ceremonies. More on that at some other point in time. But the point is, Americana is now Indian. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. It's like Barbie. Then you get a black Barbie, you get a Hindu Barbie, you get a Jamaican Barbie, you get a Venezuelan Barbie, but Barbie is Barbie. And Barbie comes from Americana. It's a mindset. So that mindset is shifted all over the world, and it's somehow, dare I say, irresistible, because there's something about it that rings true. That's how the serpent gets you. There's something about what the serpent teaches that's true. So, any part of the world that gets access to Americana, something is stung. Because there's something about it that's freeing you. It's freeing you from your little, like we are from somewhere in Africa for 5,000 years, we're doing the same fucking shit. Almost no evolution. Let's humor me, okay? And then Americana comes and the whole thing blows apart. And then I don't have to behave like this, because if you stop for 2 seconds and you observe your customs and your culture, I grew up in so-called Middle Eastern culture, and there's not a moment I didn't ask why. On Sundays, we go to your grandmother's house, we eat mulkhiyya. Why? I don't want to eat mulkhiyya. I can't stand mulkhiyya. I've eaten mulkhiyya every Sunday, always. I can't take it anymore. This is what we eat. But why? It's like this. When you enter home, this is how you do. But why? No, there's no why. If we're in Egypt, you don't ask why. It's like this. So everybody experiences this, because at some point you outgrow the custom. It doesn't make any sense anymore. Once upon a time, the custom was there and had a purpose, and it was part of how we live together to have harmony and survive. And now suddenly you've outgrown it, so I don't understand this. Well, I'm not going to do that. What's the point? No, you do it. And what does Americana come and say? It's like, say fuck you to everybody. And they have the music that literally says that. Fuck you. Elvis Presley comes. You're going to be like a little reserved, frigid Christian? Nah, shake your fucking ass, shake your crotch, take the slave music, which is the black man's music, who's in totally different circumstances, also African, and share it with white America, and break something, and you're like, yeah, I want to move my fucking pelvis. Everybody wants to move their pelvis. You need to move your pelvis. How you going to fuck if you can't move your pelvis? Fucking. We don't fuck. What do you mean we don't fuck? How am I here if I don't fuck? Well, I don't know. We white people, we don't do it like that. How do we do it then? Shh, we don't talk about that. That's not good for Jesus. Well, fuck your Jesus. You can't say that. That's anti-Semitic. Nobody ever taught you that saying fuck Jesus is anti-Semitic. All you motherfuckers out there insulting Jesus all the time, you are anti-Semitic. I'm telling you now, I'm the first one to officialize this in the whole world. You who don't like Jesus, who disrespect Jesus, who watch movies where they desecrate Jesus or humiliate Jesus or speak bad upon Jesus, you are an anti-Semite, because your homeboy Jesus is a Semite. He is the Semite, the supreme one. Shout out to my homeboy Jesus and all of you who love Jesus over there. So you're somewhere in Botswana, and then you're like kind of stuck in this little rigid frame, and the world keeps moving and evolving. And then it brings you that taste of Americana, which represents quote unquote freedom. It's like a breaking free of the old, quote unquote, into the new. Except the new, is it really new? Well, for you it's new, but it's a trap. But that trap is irresistible because a part of it is true. Well, I'm a woman and I don't have to be a woman no more as per the way it used to be. I can do whatever I want. What do you mean? Well, you can be like the white girl. You can sail across the world and nobody will ever say anything. You can wear skirts shorter than your belt. You can run. Why not? You can go to the Olympics. You can climb Mount Everest. You can fly a plane. You can run a country. So now you're selling dreams. You're selling dreams in a place where there's nothing happening. You understand what I mean? You go to some place on earth, they live the same way as they have for thousands of years, or hundreds of, a lot of time. It's very special to see. Well, aren't you bored? Like, don't you want evolution? Don't you want to, like, as a human being, don't you want growth? No, this is how we do it. We've been doing this for thousands of years. Shoot me. But why are we still running after a zebra? Like, there's more effective ways to get access to food than doing it the primitive way, which technically takes a lot of time and resources, which I could save because that's what technology is for. No, we don't do that. That's not how our ancestors did it. Now, I understand why they're saying that, don't get me wrong, eh? But at the same time, evolution is there because technology is being invented. So that means something in the brain is evolving, quote unquote evolving. So you want it because, well, the moment I see it, well, why the hell should I go get water if I could just open the thing like this and there's endless amount of water? But if I open this thing and there's endless amount of water, what do I do now with my free time? As a woman, because we all know that the woman who used to go get the water, carry it on her head, on her shoulders, with the 2 children on each tit, and another one on the backpack, while the guys are going hunting, getting something or building whatever they are. So I'm going to take the whole day, go get the water and come back. And then, of course, I'm going to do the laundry while I'm at it. I have to spend the whole day doing this. And there's nothing wrong with that. By the way, versus now you just created technology and frees me to do that. So what do I do now? Well, suddenly my mind is free, isn't it? And I got a problem. And we say an idle mind is the devil's workshop. Well, Americana is there to sell you the devil's dream. So now that you can have visions. This is what I can do and this is what I can have. And I also can be like them, like gods. I also can be wonderful. This is evolution. This is where I must achieve. Why I should do this, and I can be this, and I can be this, and I can have all of this, and have such influence and impact. Who sells you this? It's Americana. Is it not? Come on, let's be honest. Now, again, I stress this. I ain't got nothing against Americana. I'm just saying. So I'm like mashing a bunch of things together as usual. But the point is, there's something about Americana that rings true. That's a deep question, what it is exactly. I'm kind of like turning around, kind of flirting with it, barely caressing her body. But nevertheless, I'm still hinting towards it.